I'm Kim Mellor, just a girl who decided to go for it. For the past 7 years, I've taken one step every day in the direction of my dreams to become who I am today. A former model turned spirit junkie and lifestyle entrepreneur who is on a mission to help you make shifts in your development. Each week, I'll bring you a guest, inspiration, or tools to help you dig deep within your soul and discover that magic within you. Are you ready to step into the person you were born to become? This is the Soul Digger Podcast. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Soul Digger Podcast. And as you can tell, I am so excited because I am with one of my favorite people on the planet. This guy that I'm about to introduce was one of the reasons why I decided to put this podcast on altogether. He gave me the confidence to just go and do it. And he's been the biggest inspiration for me to show up in the world as me. And it's an absolute pleasure and honor to have him on the podcast for the second time. He actually was on the 5th podcast that we ever did, and is joining us today. So welcome, Mr. Frazer Brookes.
Oh my God, it's so good to be here. So good. You are amazing. I absolutely, as you know, I'm a huge fan of the Soul Digger podcast. I absolutely love it. And your energy is just amazing. So I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much. So Frazer is a mover and shaker in the network marketing profession. Could you just tell everyone a bit about your perception of this year and what's happened with the profession? Because a lot of my listeners will know that I am so obsessed about network marketing. It's helped me to become who I am today, and I'm sure Frazer will agree. And this year has really deepened my passion and purpose for this business, because a year ago today I shared a photo of me. I was sat on my bedroom floor, my office was on top of a metal bin, I had washing lying around everywhere, and I was in an unhappy relationship. My life looks so different to how it is now. Now I'm sat in Bali, literally looking at the ocean every single day, living my life by design because of this business. And so I just wanted to get you on again today, Frazer, to really paint the vision for people for what's possible, not only this next year, but within the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's a great question. It's a great place to start. So I think, well, first of all, 2020 has been one of those years. It's been one of those years, one of them. I know in the Northwest we say it's just one of them. It just kind of happens. But I truly believe that network marketing has saved a lot of people. Now, that might sound a little bit strong, and some people might be like, whoa, yeah, you've saved people with network marketing. Yeah, it really has. Because a lot of people who aren't in network marketing see network marketing as an income opportunity, because for so many years, people were contacting their friends and messaging people saying, hey, would you like to take a look at my income opportunity, my business opportunity? And business is tied to income. Income is obviously, we talk about the finance side, but network marketing is so much more than that. It is so much more. And I actually think in the beginning, the first maybe 5% of your entire career is income led. But the next 95% is the development, the community, the relationships you build, the friendships you have, the love you generate, the energy that you create, the passion that you create. It's so much more than just the income. So in 2020, people have just needed saving, not just financially, because the government have done that in some different ways, but having that community where they can tap into, and instead of tuning in, sitting at home and watching the news, breaking news, COVID deaths are increasing and they're on Zoom calls with their friends. They're on Zoom calls with a group of strangers who they haven't met because they may be COVID babies. They've joined the industry during the COVID times. They've never met these people, but they feel more connected to these people than their best friends and their family, because all their best friends and family are talking about is COVID. Example, me and Kim and I have never ever met person to person, belly to belly, never ever met. But she's one of my favorite people to talk to from an energetic point of view. I always leave the conversation full. I'm always fulfilled. I always feel so grateful. I always feel so energetic, and I want to conquer the world. And that's what network marketing has done, especially in 2020, going into 2021. And I just think the vision is more people are going to really wake up to having a positive environment that they can tap into online, offline, when obviously restrictions lower. I think the income opportunity, the income potential is still going to be insanely good. But I think it will be secondary, if not like third on the list, for a lot of people. I think that when events then open up, when the restrictions lower, and there's this kind of atomic explosion of just love and gratitude when people, if you can imagine, guys, I want you to vision this. Imagine that you have gone through a really, really tough time, right? You've gone through this really tough time. Maybe you've had a loss in the family. Someone's had a health scare. You've lost your job. Money is really, really tight. Christmas was a struggle because you couldn't go out and buy presents or whatever. It was tough. It's been a tough time for everyone. And you create this community, you become a part of this community. They've got your back. They support you. They push you. They praise you. They acknowledge you. They make you feel unstoppable. And then all of a sudden you're invited to an event where all these people who you've met over the years or over the last few months are going to be meeting. And you walk into that room petrified. I've been in that situation. You are petrified. You're on your own. You're alone. You know everyone, but technically you don't know everyone, right? Because you've never met them before. And then someone just comes up to you, shouts your name, screams your name, jumps over you, gives you this massive hug, and straight away, all your worries are just evaporated because you know that you found a group of people who have got your back. And I genuinely believe when the COVID kind of dies down and slows down and events start happening, the level of connection with people inside the industry of network marketing is just going to be explosive. It's just going to be incredible. And I'm so grateful. I'm so honored, privileged to be able to be a part of that and be able to witness that firsthand. Because I just genuinely believe that we're here to serve. The more people we serve, the more we're full. The more we're filled, the more fulfilled we are. And I just see this as a great opportunity to provide a great community of people who are coming together energetically to just make the world a better place, really. So, yeah, I could go on for hours and hours and hours talking about that sort of stuff.
Wow, amazing. Yeah, and I love how you've transitioned your events. You couldn't do them in person, but you've done them online, and the energy that was coming from them was absolutely incredible. And the people that were on that event just felt so connected because we're a tribe of people that come together for a reason and a purpose and a mission. And I'm sure during COVID there were people who were millionaires who were sat at home feeling lonely, lost, depressed, anxious, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you've got. Where's your connection? Where's your community? Like, where's the purpose?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So, like, obviously, I'm in Dubai. I've been grafting. So I've grafted harder in the last 9 months than I have ever. I mean, I've always grown up is when when the storm comes, you double down. Like, you work hard, and no one's on a ship in the storm drinking pina coladas. As much as it would be amazing, when the storm comes, it's time for you to double your work ethic. And I've been in this bubble of it just being me and Svetlana just in the apartment, just working away, and obviously filling our cups by the different things how we do that. And then last night, 3 o'clock in the morning, my parents arrived from the UK, and it was so crazy because I was just straight away, I was like, oh, everything's all right. Like they've arrived, and I get the hugs, and I get the kisses, and I get the high fives, and I get the laughs, and I get the reminiscing and all that. But it was also so crazy to see. And my mum and dad are very, very positive people, but they've been negatively impacted by the surroundings that they're in. I'm a great believer in, and I say it everywhere I go, that it's not the quality of the seed, but it's the quality of the soil that the seed is put in, right? And the quality that they are the most incredible quality seeds I've ever met and come across in my entire life. But the soil that they were in, surrounded by family saying, oh, we can't see you, we can't do this, we can't do that. Oh my God, what's Christmas going to be like this year? It was such an incredible experience to see, wow, the separation, the distance between the negative energy and the positive energy that I've created is just it's just amazing. And to see their faces and their bodies and their voice be impacted by the environment they've created here in the home in Dubai is just so special. And it's not easy to create that in these crazy times, but that's why having the Soul Digger podcast in the background, getting the like the diffuser on and getting the smell. It's not just the sound; it's the smell. It's the light. It's everything in the place that you live and that you spend the majority of your time. It is so important to get that energy and just create that field of just wonders. And it's just so great to be able to have people come into it and realize, wow, I've really put myself in this positive bubble, and I've really protected myself that way with these crazy times. And it's just great when other people come into it and they kind of experience it. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll understand it. And for those people who are on that kind of spiritual journey, I hope that you start to appreciate what I'm talking about. But it's just so amazing. It makes me so happy and smiling thinking about it. It's just, you don't realize until you get other people coming to it.
And you know what? I think community and connection is the one thing that's really going to impact the world the most. I have people joining my business that join for the money and then they don't really get it. And then once they're in the community and they're exposed to the WhatsApp group and they come on the calls, they're like, whoa, this is amazing. I was not expecting this to be a part of this business. I joined to make money, to put food on the table. And now I'm feeling inspired. I'm getting thousands of pounds worth of training for free. I've got friends that I didn't know before. I'm a part of this incredible community. And that's what keeps people going, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is amazing. Getting people plugged in is one of the most fundamental steps, not just in network marketing, but just community in general. I always like use the analogy of like a desk fan. So the fan's going round and round and round and round and round and round and round. It's plugged into the wall. Then you unplug it. It doesn't stop, but it slows down and then eventually stops. And then if it slows down, they're not plugged in, then you plug it back into the wall. Oh, it goes again. So it's finding that source of energy that you want to get plugged into. And staying plugged into it. Obviously, in network marketing, it's the Zoom calls, it's the mentorship, it's replying to the messages, it's getting new people in front of the information, to really fall in love with it. And it's so amazing when you see someone switch from the income opportunity to the community, to the passion, to the purpose, to the identity, to the kind of like just everything they want to do, the mission instead of the commission. It's just so great to see. But when you try and promote that to the average person, they think like, nah, I'm okay, I don't need that. So it's just an interesting industry to be a part of and helping people navigate to what's really important. And I think if you're a listener and you're not in network marketing, and it's just being open enough to be a part of a community. Like, hey, you know what? If I was to go to, guys, Weight Watchers, Slimmers World, you pay money to step on a set of scales. Like you are literally paying £10 or whatever it is to go on to a set of scales. That is, you can do that in the bathroom, but people pay because they want to be a part of the community. They want to be praised when they hit a goal. They want to be pushed when they're needing that motivation. And if you lack motivation, Kim mentioned the word lack to me a bunch of times when we were talking offline before. But if you're lacking motivation, you're lacking identity, you're lacking progression, you're lacking passion, you're lacking mission, network marketing will be the trigger for it. It just will. There's too many stories where people have gone from feeling empty or realizing they were empty before and now being so full, being a better partner, being a better lover, being a better... I'm not going to go into that topic because that's a whole other topic.
Don't worry about that.
Right? I'll let you cover that one on other episodes, right? But it's true. It's so true. When I go to bed at night, I am happy. When you're negative, it's a different... Oh my God, I am going into this. When you're negative, it's a different experience. It's a selfish experience. I'm just going to say it. It's selfish when it's negative because you're only thinking about you. How can I make myself feel better? When you're positive, you want to give back. There we go. I'll just say that. Right? So, yeah, I went there. Yeah, I went there.
Oh my God, I love my God, I'm getting hot. Yeah, wow, amazing. Yeah, and it's so true. And you know, if I think about my journey, I did not start this business because I thought I would grow as a person. Like I started it for the status, for the money, the holidays, the car. And now it is all about the fulfillment from inside. And my listeners will know that I recently moved to Bali. I packed one suitcase full of clothes. I gave everything away. So 8 years ago, my wardrobe was full. And then now I just couldn't care less. I was like giving it all away because that does not make me feel full. And no one can ever take that away. So if you are putting your self-worth in things that can change, what happens when they change? What happens when you lose that Louis Vuitton handbag that you bought because you thought it'd make you feel good? What happens if you were to buy that car, then you lost it in the pandemic because you couldn't afford to get it? How does that make you feel? What are you left with? So I believe that network marketing and my experience of it within my company and the way I run my business is it helps people to awaken spiritually. It cracks people open to actually who they are, what's important in their life, and what mission they're here to fulfill. Because happiness comes down to three things for me. It's the community, it's purpose, and it's having this growth and this evolution that you are moving forward and progressing in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so true, and it's funny because I would say when we're talking in network marketing a lot about color personalities or animal personalities. So for those people maybe who haven't come across that sort of stuff, like the red is the lion of the jungle, you know, like it's got drive, motivated, usually something towards the money or like, you know, completing things. The yellow is the dolphin. They want to help people. They want to support others. They want the community. The blue is the monkey. They want to have fun. They want to go to the parties. They want to have the after party after the after party after the after party. They want to go to the events. They want to, you know, they love the party. And the green is the elephant. Is they want to know the information. They want to gain the wisdom. They want to gain the knowledge. They want to like think about it and all that sort of stuff. I would love for people to listen, especially not just to categorize. Excuse me. Not just to categorize themselves as a color personality, but think of it from an energetic point of view. What's your kind of energy? Are you fired up? Are you the fire? Do you get fired up easily? Can you fire other people? I call it ignitability, the ability to ignite someone, the ability to ignite the spark inside of someone or to pour fire on it. Are you the water? Do you float? Do you go with the flow? You're like, oh yeah, it is. I'll do that. You do that. Blah blah blah. Or are you the earth? Are you someone who is grounded, who is just, you know, who's calm, and start to think about that as well, because yes, you might join for the money because you may be red personality, but how can you help people energetically as well? Because as I say this all the time, and you hear Tony Robbins talk about energy is everything, but people will literally join other people from a community perspective, a business perspective, based on the energy that you put out. If you're calming, you'll attract calming people. If you're fired up, you'll attract people who are fired up. If you're someone who's just really easygoing, you're calm and chilled out, you'll attract those people into your life. So it's just so important to be aware of that and really grow that. There's not enough people who are actively taking courses or developing based around their energy, and it is the number one most important thing. I could teach you how to do Facebook Lives till the cows come home. I could teach you that all day, every day. But if your energy is awful, your Facebook Lives are going to be awful. And that's why the fundamental is teach and train your energy, grow your energy, listen to it, guide it. And the rest, hey, everything else just falls into place when that happens. It really, really does.
Absolutely. Energy is everything. Guys, if you're getting value from this, which I know you are, please screenshot this episode, tag Frazer, tag myself, and let's spread this positivity ripple all around the world, because the last podcast we did, like, it's still getting shared now 6 months later. It's insane. I think we just create this magic together that is just like, the energy is just so high, isn't it? I love it. Love it. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the feedback from that episode has been outrageous. I love it. It's so good.
Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so what is your vision for the future of this profession of network marketing? Mm-hmm. Like I mentioned, you know, the whole transition of what's happened to me within the space of a year, I am so excited for what's going to happen in the next 3, 5, 10 years. Like, what is your vision? It's 2030. Like, what's it like?
So I believe in cycles, right? I believe in all types. I believe in all types of cycles, from fashion cycles to moon cycles, and all. I believe in all types of things. They come around, they go around, karma, everything. I believe in all that. And I look back. In order for me to look ahead, I have to look back. It's just how I work. It's just like the further back I can look, the further forward I can look. It's because I just understand cycles, right? So I look at the industry. The industry of network marketing was predominantly personal development. It was, you joined network marketing, you were given a tape. You joined network marketing, you were given a book. You joined network marketing, you went to an event. That was what it was. You learn more, you earn more. You can learn, you can earn before whilst you learn. That was the whole principle. And somewhere in there, social media mainly, people abused the income opportunity and forgot the learning. Right? So they started messaging people like crazy. And hey, I'm going to be honest, guys, if you're listening and you've had a spam message from someone, then I can appreciate your frustration. It can be annoying because they're not taking the time to get to know you. One of the missions that I'm on is to teach people how to reach out to people in a proper way. But please do appreciate that people are being told that it's a numbers game. So they are messaging a lot of people. So it's not necessarily their fault. It's just the way it's trained. I'm on a mission to help that. So I believe 2021, 2022, all the way to 2030, network marketing will be predominantly a personal development business. Yes, you can be paid for it as well, but the majority of people will join to learn more skills, meet new people, go to events, get positivity into their life, learn a skill that can help them in their job. There's so many people that I know who started as network marketing and gone on to build $1 million brands, $1 billion brands because of what they learned in network marketing. So I believe you mentioned it: connection, community, mission, passion, purpose, identity. I believe people will join the network marketing company you're involved with, or other network marketing companies that are available. I believe they'll join that. Yes, they're excited about the products and the compensation plan, but because I want to join Kim Mellon. I want her in my life. I want her on speed dial. I want to see her every time I go onto Instagram. I want to see her every time I go onto Facebook. I want to be able to say, hey, I've booked a ticket to Bali. Can I come hang out with you? And I'm like, yeah, there's a place next door to us. Stay here. Like, that's how I see the industry. I see there being more togetherness. I believe that it gets attacked so much because it's growing so fast. And the people who are attacking it, there's the saying, hurt people, right? The people who are attacking it are simply attacking it because they want to be a part of it, but they're afraid what their family and their friends are going to say when they join it. So they decide to just be that voice with their family and friends and attack it. And I always say, don't let other people's commitment levels determine or dictate your energy levels. Just because someone else isn't committed to the cause, committed to the community, committed to the project, committed to the product, committed to the opportunity, it doesn't mean that your energy level should be affected by what they say or what they do. So I'm a great believer in the community is going to be super strong. I believe it's going to be more trained and more developed so that people will start to be leading with heart and love, because the companies that are blowing up right now are the ones that are heart-driven. The ones that are heart-driven, the leaders lead with love. It's a hugging community, not a high-five community. It's a how can I help you instead of how much did you earn last month. It's not a goal. It's not a goal-based business in terms of the competition side, but more of a collaboration point of view. It's not commission. It's the mission. It's how can we help our neighbors instead of how can we beat our neighbors. There's so many different ways, and it's changing so much. Every year that's going by, it's changing more every year than it was 5 years previously, because it's just on this crazy road. You can probably tell I'm very passionate about this. I get very, very passionate about this industry just because it's changed my life so much. I cannot explain to you enough how much it's changed my life and the people around me. Forgetting the income, because the income becomes so irrelevant. The income doesn't drive you after you've got enough to not make it possible, to make everything else possible. And yeah, it's up to us to join the industry, to grow ourselves, to love ourselves, so that we can show other people how much we love ourselves, for them to realize and appreciate, I want to love myself too. How the flipping heck did you do that? Because I know it's not just going to be, just live your best life. I know there's more to it. And I just believe you'll find that through network marketing and over the next 5-10 years. I really do.
Wow, that literally sets my heart on fire that you said that. And I completely agree. And, for example, if it wasn't for you and you taking the path less traveled, having the courage to be yourself and creating the Inner Circle, the Ninja Network of podcast, I would never have found you. And I believe you've really helped me to access this next level of acceptance within myself, because as soon as you got your spinny wheel out on Facebook, I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy with a dodgy Scouse accent that wears open toe sandals and football socks in Dubai? Like, who is this guy? I want to know who he is. And yeah, thank you to you. And so that's really always in my mind, is that you give me permission every day to be myself. And that is what we are going to create as a collective. And I'm just so excited. I loved how you said soul over goal. I think is a great line.
Wow. For sure.
Amazing.
For sure. And I think it's just so important that that spinny wheel, it's actually behind me. I mean, I'll be able to show it to you. It's always there. But the wheels.
There we go.
Right, there we go. It's always there, right? I had to sell the other one in Germany and moved here and bought another one that's bigger. But if you look very closely, you won't be able to see it there. But all the things that are on this wheel now are all charities. So yesterday, what we did is, because obviously you've got to give back, and the more you give, the more you'll receive. It's just how it works. And at first, you don't maybe not understand and appreciate how that works, but it really, really does. It's so funny that people are like, oh, I believe in karma, but they don't give. They believe, oh, yeah, you did something bad. That means something bad's going to come back to you. But they don't think of it themselves, and they don't put it into practice themselves. Okay, if I believe in karma, if I believe in what goes around comes around, then why shouldn't I put good things out there? So, and it's funny because the wheel it's a cycle, right? I'm a massive believer in that. It's not just, I don't just have a wheel because I love wheels. It's everything to what I do is on purpose. But they're all charities. So last night, I basically made a decision. You know what? I'm just going to get my community to decide the charitable organizations that I'm going to donate to this year. And we had like autism, we had like heart and stroke, children's hospitals, cancer research, like so many different ones, like Make-A-Wish, so many different charities. And we spun the wheel. And the one that it landed on, I think, was the St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which I was kind of wishing for, to be honest, just because of this time of year. And yeah, I'll donate a significant amount of money to be able to do that. And by giving that, how do you think I slept last night? Like it's amazing. It really is amazing. So giving back in however, whether it's, if you haven't got the money, give back in time. Right? If you lack the time, record a podcast and put it out there. And you say that I might maybe motivated you, inspired you, Kim. You have no idea how much you inspire and motivate me as well. Because seeing you level up, it gives me the permission, or it puts my brain into a different mode of like, well, if Kim's doing it, I need to do it too. Because what happens if Kim's looking at me to like for inspiration, and I'm stopping my podcast, or I stop my YouTube, or I stop my Facebook lives, or I go on, I go on a 5-year offline. I just go offline for 5 years. What would happen if people who follow me do the same thing? The ripple would end. So again, what goes around comes around. I give back to you, give back to me. We keep this in an infinite cycle. And I just want to say that I appreciate you. I love you. You're amazing. The Soul Digger podcast, it's seriously incredible. And you're helping so many people, whether they're reaching out to you or not, you're helping people. So I would encourage people, if you're a regular listener, this is the first episode you've listened to, just message Kim on Instagram. Just tell her how much you appreciate this podcast. Fill her with love, because the more she feels it, the more she'll give back as well. It's just how it works. So I appreciate you, mate.
I love that. Thank you so much, Frazer. And just to finish, I loved how you've just really focused on the charity element there. And the reason you can give back so much is because you have been of service. You lead with love. You always want to lead with value and over deliver. Your heart is so big. But this is another reason why network marketing is powerful, is because ordinary people can create this extraordinary income and be able to donate more money, because it's not linear. Exactly. Within network marketing, you can earn a bit of extra money. You can earn unlimited amounts of money. I was speaking with my financial advisor the other day, and it was very much focused around, okay, how can I increase my level of earning so I can give more? And that wouldn't be possible in a normal 9-to-5 job with a ceiling level. So network marketing is transforming the world in terms of human connection, giving back to the planet. And I'm just so thrilled that you are someone that I look up to and you're making big waves in the world. So thank you so much, Mr. Frazer Brookes. Is there anything else that you would like to leave with before we end the podcast?
I think it's possible for anyone to live their best life in any, and how people see that. One thing that's helped me over the last 7 years is really simplifying my DMO, daily method of operation, like really simplifying it. I live my life every single day and I have to complete these 2 things before I go to bed. So I do my absolute best to do it in the morning so that I feel free from that one piece of structure in my life. And that is help someone new and learn something new. That's it. I do my absolute best to learn something new so I grow that 1% every single day so that I can help more people. And then I look for the people out there. Maybe it's a message someone sends on Instagram, a message someone sends on Facebook, someone who's obviously in the inner circle who WhatsApps me, someone who sends an email, whatever it might be, someone I come across, someone I might come across, someone who I meet, someone who I connect with. What is the one thing that I can help them with? Because just that one thing 10 years from now, they could be like, oh, I was really struggling and I messaged this guy on Facebook and I was scared at first and he told me this one thing and I implemented it. And, I now lead an organization of 500 people around the world, blah, 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 blah. And that is what sets me on fire. That is what sets me on fire. And the ability to be able to motivate yourself based on the clarity that you have and your purpose, your passion, your mission for the future is just how you get excited every single day. So yeah, learn something new and help someone new. Absolutely.
My goodness. Thank you, Frazer Brookes. How can people find you?
If you're in network marketing, the Network Marketing Ninja podcast is definitely going to be your best bet. If you're not in network marketing, then I would just you can find me by maybe we'll do another episode of here on the Soul Digger podcast because this is really where you want to be. And if you're getting value from this podcast, just stick to it. Just become an addict. Listen to every episode over and over and over and over again. You can never listen to one episode once because you'll hear something new in every time you listen to it, just like watching your favorite movie, right? So yeah, that's if you're in network marketing, come to Network Marketing Ninja podcast. If not, stay here. This is the best place.
Oh my God, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Guys, please head over to Apple iTunes. We've had almost 30,000 downloads and we're just about to hit our 111th 5-star review. We're on 110 and my goal by the end of this year was to be on 111 because that's my angel number. So who's going to be the 111th person that we're going to read out on the podcast? Go over and give it a 5-star review. Please go and follow Frazer. Share this with the world. And I appreciate you, buddy. I can't wait to make more impact together. And I can't wait to actually meet you in person and give you a squeeze.
I look forward to that. Let's hope it's in Bali.
Yay. Amazing. Thank you. And see you next time, everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for spending time with me today on another episode of the Soul Digger podcast. I am so excited to watch you step into the person you were born to become. Please do share this with a friend, tag me on social media, and help spread this message all around the world. And head over to iTunes, leave me a 5-star review. It really does help to know that I'm adding value to your life. So until next time, keep digging deep because that magic is within you.